All right, we got it out of the box, and let me tell you guys, this thing looks awesome. It's got really cool colors. It's got the blue, black, and white color, which is nice. Really good quality. Let me show you guys what this actually comes with. So first off, you're going to get the dehumidifier itself. On the side here, you got your cable right here, all wrapped up and everything. It's just connected to it, so you don't have to plug it in. It's already just plugged in there. Then you're going to get your user manual right here. And then you also get two different drainage hoses right here. You get the gravity hose, which is 6.5 feet long. It's a little bit thicker. And then you get the pump drain hose, which is 19.6 feet long. And it's a little bit thinner and a lot longer. All right, so now that you guys can see what it comes with, I just wanted to show you guys all around the dehumidifier and just talk to you guys about all the features that it has. First off, this is Energy Star rated. So it's going to be very good on efficiency wise with your energy. That way it helps us save money on electricity bills, but it's also able to run very efficiently and get the job done. This one is the Shield 85P, as I mentioned earlier, and it did get an upgrade in design. As you guys can see, it just looks super nice. Like even the details on the side, you got kind of like a carbon fiber look, which is super cool. You got your handles here on the top, which come up, and then they actually soft close by themselves as well. So it's super easy to move this around, carry it around with you. And then on the back right here, you have the vent, and it also just looks super nice. Got that kind of like 3D design, which I think just looks really cool. And then going over here on the back of the machine, you also have the MERV filter right here. So this is the filter, and it actually just pulls out like this and slides it in, which is really nice because if you need to replace it, it's super easy. You just slide a new one in there and you're good to go. And what's really cool about this machine is it's not only a dehumidifier, but it also has a built-in pump. So if you have an area with a lot of moisture and there's water, soaked in the ground or on the ground, you had a flood and stuff like that, and you want to pump out the water, this can actually help pump out all of that water as well. So not only can it bring the moisture out of the walls in your house or in the area you're working on, but it can also pump out the water outside, which is just a really cool feature that it has that built-in pump as well. As far as the actual area goes with dehumidification, it can work up to an area of 2,300 square feet. So it's going to be able to have a large working area, which is super nice, whether it's in your crawl space, whether it's in a commercial building, whether it's in your house, in the basement, and you have a big area, it's going to be able to work up to 2,300 square feet, which is a lot. So that's essentially like your entire house or just a really big working area, your entire basement or your entire floor of your house if you need it to be dehumidified, which is super nice. And as far as the actual moisture it can remove about 85 pints per day at 80 degrees Fahrenheit under standardized testing. And it can remove about 180 pints per day at 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So this can remove a lot of moisture in your house per day, which is super nice, out of the walls, out of the ground, in your carpet, and things like that if there is moisture in your house. And then when you're actually pumping out the water, there's actually two different methods. So you got the pumping method and the gravity method. Hence, that's why you have these two different tubes right here. So on the side of the machine itself, you have your different inputs for the different drainage pipes. So right here, down below, you have these two sections right here. So you have your pump drainage on the left side, it's labeled, and then you have your gravity drainage on the right side, which is also labeled, and here's where you fit that pipe right here. And then when you want to install the filter, it's pretty simple. All you do, if you have the gravity one, you just go like this, you slide it over like this, it locks into place, and you're good to go. If you want to do the pump one, same thing, except you just lock it in this side right here. You just lock it in here, you push it down in there, and it'll lock into place, and then you can use it for the pump as well. Here's what it looks like when it's actually installed. And when you want to use the pump one, make sure that you put this cap on right here, so that way water doesn't leak from the gravity one. All right, so now I just want to show you guys the actual controls. There are a couple different modes for this dehumidifier, so I'll go over it with you guys, but basically there's just 4 main controls, so it's pretty simple. You have your power button right here to turn it on. Right here, as you can see, you have your display and it says off. So if you want to turn it on, you just click this and you turn it on. You actually have to click it twice, one to like turn on the screen and then another one to actually turn it on. Up here, you have a couple different indicators. So right here, you have how cold or how hot it is, 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Right here, you have the humidity. So it reads real time in your room. As you can see, it's at 35% humidity. And then right here, you have your grains per pound. Right here, you have your set point. So this is actually your desired humidity. So what you want it to actually get to. So right here, it's set at 55%, but you can adjust that. And then on the humidifier itself, there's 2 different modes. So you have continuous mode, or you have just the regular humidity control mode. So if you click the mode button right here, you'll see right here when you first click the mode button, it'll show the coil temperature. So it'll show how cold this or how hot this actually is. Right here, it's at 62 degrees Fahrenheit. What's actually cool about this machine is it does have a automatic defrosting mode. So if it is too cold and it'll basically mess up the machine, it's going to automatically go into defrosting mode, and you'll see it on the main screen. It'll say defrosting, and it'll automatically defrost it before it turns on. So that way, basically, it prevents itself from being too cold to function. So that's pretty cool. When you click mode again, it'll go to continuous dehumidifying mode. Continuous mode, what that means is no matter what the humidity is, it'll just continue running until you turn it off, essentially. And so if you do just want to keep this thing on, no matter what the humidity is or the temperature is, you can just have it keep going on. And to turn it on, you just click set, and then it'll turn on, as you can see right here. Right now, I'm going to keep it off. But if you turn it on, it'll start. As you can see, the air actually just turned on, but I just turned it off again. If you click mode again, it'll go to humidity control mode. What humidity control mode is it'll actually you can actually set the desired humidity you want to a certain range. I believe it's 35% up to 90% humidity, and you can leave it to that range. And then once it reaches that desired level that you wanted at, it's going to go to standby mode, and it'll actually turn off until it needs to turn on again. So that's a really cool mode as well if you want to just set it to the exact one you want. And then if you want to change it, you can click set, and then you'll be able to change that as well. If you click it one more time, you got the humidity set point. So this is the humidity you actually want the device to go to. Right now it's at 55%. So this is where you set the desired humidity you want. As you can see before, it was at 35%. If you want it to be to 55%, you can adjust this. And when you click set, you can actually change the desired humidity as well. So I'll do it right now. So as you can see, 56, 57, it'll go up when you click set as well. If you click it one more time, grains per pound, you can adjust that as well, depending on what you want, your desired setting. And then when you click it again, it just goes back to the home screen. So, and when you do have it turned on, it's going to show right here. So it'll say continuous mode, or it'll say humidity control mode, or it'll say GPP mode for humidity control mode, but it'll say what it is on the screen as well. And then lastly right here, you have your drain button right here. So if you do want to drain out water and you want to use the tubes that it comes with, you click the drain button, and then it'll begin to turn on and drain. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm not actually draining something, but those are all the main settings, guys. Really cool. You have those different settings, continuous mode and just the regular set mode to the desired humidity you want. And that's basically everything about this machine right here. So I hope that could give you guys a better feel for this machine, how it works, what are the different modes that it has, and just to show you guys the quality of this thing. It's really good quality. I mean, the build quality is just amazing. It looks really nice as well. I do really like that it has a pump in it, so that way you can pump out the water. And it's not just a dehumidifier, which is super nice. It comes with everything you need to do that. I hope that could help you guys see that as far as my review goes. But just as far as the quality goes, I think it's pretty awesome. It comes with everything you need to dehumidify your house and to pump out the water as well, which is super nice. So if you guys are looking for a dehumidifier, definitely recommend checking this out.